What's going on, YouTube? So, all right, we're gonna touch base on a little bit on this. Obviously, this is not gaming related, but I recently got an autograph through the mail that was from a very controversial baseball player. So we're gonna dive a little bit into it, and yeah, so just watch this, and then we'll talk about it. Talk about it. Yes, Jose Canseco. As a lot of you know, very controversial. Uh, Back in the 90s and everything like that, they were famous for, well, I wouldn't say famous, infamous for steroid use and stuff like that, even though they were amazing baseball players to begin with.
Look, I don't want to fight you.
Well, tough rocks, pal.
A Jose Canseco bat? Tell me, you didn't pay money for this.
Now, Jose was born in 1964. He played for various teams, specifically the Oakland Athletics, Rangers, Red Sox, Blue Jays, Devil Rays, Yankees, freaking White Sox. He played for almost everything. Some of the career highlights that he had was he was in the All-Stars 6 times, 2-time World Series champion. He was an American League MVP. He was Rookie of the Year, Silver Sluggish Award, MLB home run leader, and there's a bunch. He's in the Hall of Fame too. Another one of his most famous things was he was the first player in MLB history to hit 40 home runs and steal 40 bases in the same year. Now, I wanted to show this to you guys. Now, this is not some video to hate on Jose. I obviously loved him. Growing up, he was one of my favorite baseball players. Between him, Sosa, Mark McGwire, Giambi, freaking Chipper Jones, Andrew Jones, Barry Bonds, all those guys were amazing. We all looked forward to him growing up. Even years later, after this whole steroid controversy and stuff like that, I still don't, I'm trying to think right here. So back in 2005, Canseco admitted to using anabolic steroids with a few people. In a tell-all book, it's just called Juiced, Wild Times, Rampant Roids, Smash Hits, and How Baseball Got Big. If I can find a picture, I'm going to put it up there. But you can obviously see that these guys juiced up because you have the rookie pictures, and then after that, they are, a couple years later, they are just enormous. So, I mean, besides himself, Canseco obviously went on to identify former teammates like Mark McGwire, Jason Giambi, Evan Rodriguez, a bunch of other guys, and even admitted that they all pretty much kind of injected each other. The biggest thing was, where is it at? Jose Canseco claimed that up to 85% of the major leaguers took steroids. I mean, that's not a big surprise. If we look at any kind of athletes nowadays, I very highly doubt there is any freaking athletes in football, baseball, like we said, and any other ones that are all natural. It's just something don't see it often. But here I wanted to show you guys the autographs that I got. So right here we have the two of the same card. It's just a basic Donruss one. I believe this was probably, trying to see what year this card was. Looks like 1990. So he had already been in the league for about 5 or 6 years. So we basically have two of them, one for me and then one for my son. But just going back to talking more about this, I remember as a kid the big thing was, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire battling it out for the home run record, which was later broken by Barry Bonds, I believe. But yeah, it was just, like I said, Jose was everywhere. He was huge. If you get a chance sometime, watch some of the trial stuff later on that a lot of these baseball guys were brought up on. And then back then it was just really frowned upon for steroids. But nowadays, I don't know, it's actually became more socially acceptable. I think it's because nowadays they have much more different kinds of things, you know, the test and all that other stuff. And most guys, you know, in their 50s or higher are more than likely going to get that prescribed to them, because obviously the older you get, your test goes down, man. That's just how it goes. I personally just work out, but yeah, it's just kind of like, it's very controversial. I want to know in the comments below if you guys remembered anything about this. And like I said, I always my favorite quote from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was that Jose Canseco bat, you gotta be kidding me. You know, you didn't buy this, did you? That was we always laughed about that. And yeah, I'll show a clip of that here in the video too as well. You guys probably already seen that, but I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you guys remember this growing up? It was obviously ahead of your time, or what? But yeah, this was it was a great way to do this. I was able to get a hold of his agent through a Facebook group, and we send those cards to him, and he got it autographed and he sent them back. Absolutely amazing. Like I said, I don't want anybody to think I'm dogging him for steroid usage. It's whatever. Like he said, 85% of the league was taking them, so it's not like anything different, anything weird. But growing up, yeah, those guys, I remember just how big they got and all the home runs. Because let's face it, as you're watching baseball and stuff, one of the coolest things to do, either as yourself or watching somebody, is smoke a home run. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay retro, my friends. Like I said, let me know in the comments below if you guys remember this or not. And yeah, if I can find the picture, I'll let you guys. I want to show you guys the big difference between rookie year and a couple of years later, and you guys can see. Obviously, this guy was juicing, but once in all respect for Jose, I loved watching him growing up, and I still to this day am a huge fan of his. So with that, God bless. Thank you guys so much for watching. Boom.